Right, today we're off to our first ever CL site. Well, first time we've actually intentionally booked a CL site anyway. So some time ago we'd gone to Wales. Actually, it was the Rugby World Cup, whenever that was in Wales. Booked onto a Caravan club site, turned up. We didn't have a booking. So the woman says, "Oh, I know what's happened. I'll ring Mavis." Whoever Mavis is, so he rings this. Oh yes, that's right. They're booked in here. So we booked into a CL. Now the thing is with that, we did ask the lady if it was a Caravan club when she answered the phone, because it was all a bit weird, you know. And she said yes, yes it is. And I suppose in a way it was a Caravan club, but it was a CL anyway. So we got directions to go to this CL, and it was on a farm and twin axle up some of these roads. Honestly, it was a single track road for ages. One of those. It kind of put us off CLs for a while. So that was probably, I don't know, 5, 6, however many years ago. So today we're going to another one quite near home. Now the reason it's Wednesday, so I'm popping up there Wednesday, working there tomorrow, this afternoon, working from there this afternoon, and then we've got a wedding to attend on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Stay there Thursday night, stay Friday, stay Saturday, come back Sunday. So looks good. £20 a night, which is perfect, much more reasonable than the £50 odd we're expected to pay on a lot of Caravan club sites. So I'll let you know how we get on. This is quality Caravan vlogging. Here we are on the CL. It's Thursday now, so we've got a wedding this afternoon, which is why we're here. Now we're on a place called Several's Farm. Now several as in more than a few, farm. It's in Essex. There aren't many CLs in Essex, but this is on a farm. There's a couple there. They've got like a tricycle tandem. Following the age-old rule of CLs, from what I've seen from people's posts. Now this has water, so it's basically a service pitch. Now, waste. I've seen people say, just put the waste in the hedge, and I saw the guy opposite next to us do exactly that, so I'm trying to do the same myself. However, we're in a dip, and however I try, I can't get a slope. I've seen people with them pegs, but I don't really want to buy them pegs just to do the waste. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a waste container there and just tip it in the hedge when I'm done. So as I said jokingly earlier, or maybe on a Facebook post or something, I'm not the first person in the world to have ever been to a CL. It's a bit late to the game, although as I think I said earlier, we had been to one by mistake before. So now unfortunately this hedge is, I'm not going to complain about the hedge being too high, but if you just look through there, you see Essex does have some countryside. Guy came up to have a chat to us as well, the owner, I guess, of the, I don't know, of the farm. Lovely guy actually, gave sort of a few tips of what is local and how to get here, there and everywhere. So 5 pitches, I think actually there might be 6, but there's 5 anyway, roughly speaking. There's several. Very good sleep last night actually, very quiet and dark. So there you go, a few pitches down there. We're obviously on this one. There's a couple with the tandem trike. There's a bench and seat up here. And that's pretty much it for a site review. I mean, CLs, they are what they are, aren't they? We won't be using the facilities here, we'll just use our Caravan and share on that. Like I say, £20, fully serviced pitch. as you drive up, there's like a tree-lined avenue, and they're all conker trees, and it's just about coming into conker season. Yeah, the boy and me wanted to stop and pick up a load of conkers. I didn't. Private gate over there. Apparently, you don't worry about that word, but we can go through there, and it takes you down to the village footpath, down to the village. I think we're a bit of converts. I think, and this, you know, we're always looking at when we retire in a few years' time, and you know, why would you go to a site that's £50 a night when you can go for £20 a night and it's just going to be quieter, pretty much. I did have to use lock and level on this one. As you can see here, it literally was hardly anything, hardly any leveling at all. In fact, when I just backed it onto lock and level without blowing it up, it was pretty much level. So that's when I was thinking that EMP leveling, I keep going on about it, but that's where EMP leveling comes into its own, when not when it's really slopey, but when it's only a little bit slopey, because you're kind of thinking, can I be bothered to get the ramps out, can I be bothered to get, and generally I just wouldn't be bothered about it. And then it's nothing worse than an uneven caravan. You know, not only the sink don't drain properly, it's just you always get this feeling you're obviously not level. But anyway, lock and level is really good. Anyone's interested, might be up for sale soon. Now seriously though, I am going to speak to EMP at the NEC show, just because I've got a few questions about our drive, which is on the slope, and how you deal with that. Because I think it might be like a bit of a manually used lock and level rather than automatic, because of the steepness of the slope. Anyway, as I say, off to a wedding later, and we're here until we go home Sunday. So we booked Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, go home Sunday. So that's like 4 nights, 80 quid. Happy days. Also, it's on a farm. If you're into that sort of thing, there's machinery bombing about and there's sheds and all sorts. So we have a running joke about the waste pipe of wisdom. There it is in all its glory. Now, this morning it took me ages to put on. I'm not kidding. It's just, and also like the weight of this just pulls. Honestly, it can pull that out. And I'm not really happy with it. I keep trying with it, and the only reason I keep trying with it is it was 15 quid. But I have tried using this as, you know, putting it up there, trying to get it to run off. I mean, I can feel there's water in there now. But I've got that slope here. I can't get it. And I put it on there, the weight of the water holds that down. I'll just do this every time we want to. Just use the container. I mean, Claps have made some good products. Do you know what, have they? I'll use the container. Right, so today's Sunday. Excuse the caravan hair. This is what this, in fact, I'll call it CL hair from now on. So, what do we think of this site? And as I joked earlier, I'm obviously not the first person to have ever gone on the CL, and this is the first time we've intentionally booked a CL. There was that time when we mistakenly got on one, and this is very similar to that one, really. On a farm. I know the sun's going to shine in your eyes, but I mean, that's the site there. Five pitches. Now this particular site, there wouldn't be one of my vlogs without me moaning a little bit, but and the only kind of, last night there was some party going on, not on the farm, just away in the distance. I went on till about 3 o'clock, and you could just hear a dum 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 of a party. Now, sort of been light sleepers, Maddie probably more than me. It was an interrupted sleep, and also you probably can't hear it. Actually, you can hear two things there. One, the motorway. So we live the other side of Stansted, and probably equal distance, maybe this is a bit nearer, but this end you get planes taking off, so whereas where we live they land, so they make less noise coming in to land than they do going out. I think maybe hopefully you can hear it, but it's not by no means bad, but it's just different. As for the site, I mean, it's fantastic. A strange arrangement with the pitches being, they're hard standing, which is great, but they're in a dip. So, service the pitch, so you get water to the pitch, and also you run your waste out to the hedge, which is, I think, common with CLs. But because it's kind of a bit of a hill there, it's a bit tricky, so I've had to use the container, not a problem. There's all your Elson Point and water and that towards the end of the site there. So we did go to Duxford yesterday. I'll end the vlog with a few images of and sort of video. I haven't, no commentary, but we're especially happy to see a Spitfire take off, which is fantastic. Quite a lot of activity with planes there, and really good place to go if you're ever in the Duxford area. 25 quid, 27.50 if you're a gift aid type person. Thought it was good value. I think £80 for a year, and you could certainly do more than one visit. It's huge, maybe 5 or 6 hangars full of stuff. I'll show you anyway. Thanks for watching. Recommend CLs, recommend Duxford. It's all good. Can I end the vlog in a positive way like that? Yeah, why not? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Through the nose.
It was used as a reconnaissance point. Apparently he didn't download his photos.
This is quality caravan vlogging.